Hello everyone and Happy New Year! My first package is in from Bugs in Cyberspace, so I wanted to give you guys a look of what's in here. We've got a few more beetles for the collection, a couple extra blue death feigning beetles, and the black death feigning beetles, the smooth, and then also some tunneling spiders. I've had a couple true spiders at this point, and really interesting to see. So it's a trapdoor spider that lives in sand. It's not very common in the hobby, if not non-existent, so we're going to see together how these spiders act and report back on what will work for their husbandry. I got two, so maybe we can set them up differently and see which one constructs more successfully. Oh, cool, the pictures. I asked for some pictures. Oh, beautiful. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Thank you. Oh man, her detail's fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, and then looks like we got a couple. One in this cup. What we got here? Oh wow, so this is the glorious scarabs. They're huge. Oh, they're gonna pupate at any moment. That's great. And we're gonna try scarabs. I ordered the book to read about them. We're gonna start with flowers. Oh, this guy's a little slow. He says that was a cold ride, lady. It feels pretty temperate. It's a pretty nice day. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, who are you? Are you some sort of a, oh goodness. Is this not the, it's a similar to the David Bowie spider. It looks like it's a huntsman. I don't know my true spiders well, but that sure looks like a huntsman face. Peter, god darn it. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I'll have to study up on him. Heteropoda. I've almost bought the David Bowie a few times, but their speed is so intimidating, but we'll see. Hope we don't lose it. We're going to do a rehouse on this huntsman spider. This is a species I really don't want to mess with, so this isn't going to be a very exciting rehouse, we can only hope. Got Heteropoda venatoria. I set up, they seem to like to kind of be up on a flat surface, so I gave them these two leaves as well as this big flat sun bleached piece of bark bubble, and some soil on the bottom that has some cleaning crew in it. I think there's buffalo beetles at least, and I'll probably add springtails if it starts getting weird in here. I need to do some studying on this species, but let's first just get him not in his shipping enclosure. Go from there. So I am just going to crack the lid, place the whole thing inside. Goodness gracious. I'm just gonna do that and let him come down instead of chasing him, because I'm just gonna cover it, because that's the easy way to do it. Boop. Got a little bit of cocoa fiber and a few other things that make me think he's gonna be a moist species, but that's it. Head catch cup on the ready, and a couple other things that are just necessary, but I really just wanted to put him in there and not have to think too hard about what could go wrong. Oh, there he goes. Hey, buddy. This isn't a very big enclosure for you, but it's a lot better than what you're packed in, and I'll do some studying and make you something fancy. Oh goodness, that light is just too much for you, isn't it? Okay. Well, we'll let him settle in. Seems like he likes these flat surfaces pretty well. There we go. Venomous spider rehouse. Quick, simple. I might double this. They're not a species that pushes very much, but if he starts picking at this fabric, who knows? So I might put two on here just in case. Better safe than sorry. Okay. Awesome. What else do we got in here? Another one of the grubbers. Another glorious grub. Big fat booty right there. It's nice because we live nearby each other, so cool. And we got the harlequin. So these are supposed to be the easiest in the hobby as far as, oh, there's all those poop pellets. As far as being able to raise communally. There's one. Ooh, oh yeah, they're already pretty big. Okay, and we're gonna move some fancy dirt into regular dirt. So these are the harlequin beetles. And I'm really excited to work with these guys. From what I've read, sounds like the frass kind of comes with a good microbial shot. So you want to add the frass to a mix of shredded as well as semi. I kind of have some non-shredded ones on the top just for textural purposes, but these are going to be oak leaves. And here comes some grubbies. Hi guys, you have a long ride? Got a little runt in here. Hi runtin'. So these are pretty close to pupating size. And looking, oh goodness, and looking amazing. There we go, we've got some grubs. The harlequin beetles. I'll put the species name in the description. And you can see they're already taken off. But he's going to have lots of oak flavors. Some of the more picky beetle species are going to need a fermented oak flakes. The fermentation helps open up the nutritional aspects in a way that helps the beetles grow better. Growing. So here we go. This is an oak leaf that's been fermented in a way that really gives a nutritional power boost. So we'll go ahead and put some of that in there. These guys will benefit from it, but some species kind of depend on it. Sounds like the bigger, fancier stag beetles. We've got the glorious scarabs that we also got in. These need to be kept separate. They're a little more cannibalistic tendencies. So we'll keep these guys. Maybe they could pupate in here, but I'm probably going to bump them up one size, especially since I have all of that extra substrate I just bought. And there we go. No more beetles. Now we just have a jar of dirt. A pet jar of dirt. Gone a long way in the hobby. So is this the Miwok? Yeah. Or Miwok. So these should be the tunnels, or the trapdoor spiders. Oh, it's already huge. Okay. And I'll just leave you in there. There's a third glorious. Great, great, great. So we're gonna, these are my first beetle pupa. I did the rainbow dung beetles, very highly suggest the rainbow dung beetles. I did have access to cattle, organic cattle feces. There's a concern with dung beetles because a lot of the wormers they use for cattle can be a concern for those kind of animals because it's an insecticide or a parasitic aside. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so the dung beetles were amazing, and I've gotten these guys before, but the pupa are the first. But here we are. I had to just go ahead and get more. I got a few a little while ago. Oh, we got a little runt in here too. Hi guys. Don't have to worry about you running out. Oh, and he did an ironclad. I think that's an, what it probably says. I should read. Death feigning beetle. The asphalt ironclad. Yeah, look at me guessing right. Reading, nope. Guessing, yep. So there we go. Hi, little runty. I like you. You're so cute. And this one looks like he got a little moist, but he'll blue up. This one didn't get as moist. You can see the blue is still there. Hi, little ironclad. You guys are amazing. They remind me of the pine beetles I grew up with. And it looks like they play just as good dead, too. Perfectly tucked up. You're better playing than your friends here that have their names for it. And yeah, I've noticed that I have an enclosure with a blue and a black death feigning, and I've noticed that the black one seems to be tunneling and staying under the sand where the blue one just stays under something in the enclosure. So this is me testing out if that's a consistent habit. So we've got 2 of each species, and we'll keep an eye on who tunnels and who doesn't. And I guess that ironclad just gets to hang out and wonder what to do with himself. He's super cute. I wonder if he'd go in with the... I have some of the desert mantis. Oops, excuse me. I have some of the desert mantises, and they're super small, and they're super timid about their food. So I know they wouldn't go after these guys. So I've kind of wondered. I've seen, the beetles with the velvet ants. So I wonder if the mantises wouldn't pick on them. But mantises love picking on everything. Is this my dirt? Oh, cool. I included the dirt. Great. Peter, you're the only person I'd buy dirt from. So this is an oak flake that has been fermented in a way that the nutrients are available to the grubs. It's kind of funny because I'm actually just now reading a book on tempeh and other like human food ferments and how it helps us gain access to locked up chemicals by breaking down the molecular structure and all that nerdy stuff. And here I am raising pupa and learning about it from an insect perspective as well. And we're gonna try these little trapdoors, set them up in a couple ways. They like sand environment, but I was kind of thinking the same, and Peter was mentioning it in the email. They'll probably use like a dune structure with roots and go up under using the sand. Quick documentation on how I'm setting up the tunnel spiders. I'm doing the red reptile sand, some of the fibrous cocoa husk. I was going to set that down, and then I have a second type of sand I'm going to pour in here as well. So they'll have two colors of sand as well as a large spot of fiber that's buried under the sand that they can then start tunneling out and using to use as structure. We'll see what they do, and I'm set them both up the same to see if they both act similar. Oh boy, you're so beautiful. Thank you, Peter. That is a neat, I haven't wanted one, but I mean, I have wanted one, but I've been avoiding them because they're so rad, but they're a little bit intimidating. They're kind of the last on my intimidation list, I think. These guys and large centipedes. And the glorious, oh, they're gonna be so beautiful when they're adults. And then the harlequin are supposed to be bomb-proof, so we'll see. There we go. There's my first Bugs in Cyberspace haul of 2021. I encourage you to check out his brand new website, bugsincyberspace.com. And if you don't want to get bugs, you can always get pictures of bugs. So check out Jesse at Shapes in Nature, who works with Peter for some of the designs. And also, if you don't want to get live bugs, you can get dead bugs. And Peter has dead bug sales, which is genius, because if you have a critter like a beetle that doesn't sell, you can sell it later as something for people to pin. So anybody that doesn't want to have live stuff to deal with, Peter's got your answer. Thank you everyone for watching. Check out some of the other critters. I've got a lot of mantises, tarantulas. Now we've got more beetles. Woo! And don't forget to please the algorithm, like and subscribe.